Todd's house, 11906 Rampart. You would not believe the love of all these 17 people that came and emptied out stuff from his house. Just a massive amount of things that they did, and they comforted him. One lady just was so kind, stayed with him most of the day. You can still see the high water line, and the front door still doesn't shut. But they've put boxes back in here that are not wet, but they've taken out the bottom 4 feet of sheetrock. Wish I had taken pictures before they put the furniture back in here. But here is the, I'm walking into the den, and you can see the sheetrock that's come out. Kim's room has not been done yet. They opened up the shed so it can start drying. Here you can see into Tommy Todd's room. The floor has been taken up. Incredible amount of work. It still smells really moldy, but that's Houston and flooding. In here we're walking now into Tommy Todd's bedroom. And again, you can see they just have done a wonderful job. They would like the family to come in and go through these things on the floor of Tommy Todd's closet. Wish I'd turned on the light before, but I forgot. Oh well. Anyway, they emptied everything out of the bottom of the vanity, and you can see the vanity needs to be replaced. And there's that wonderful shower that Kelly had built. Tommy would like to have this lip removed if possible so he can run his wheelchair in there. But they have just done an incredible job here. I'm walking now back into the den, and they're coming back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to finish up, and they haven't touched this room here, Grandpa Jack's room. Haven't begun that room, and they haven't touched Kim's room yet. And so we're here, and we're going to figure out what Kim wants, and then let everything else be pulled out. But they took off all the doors. I kind of wish they hadn't taken off that bathroom door, but that's okay. But anyway, just did an incredible amount of work. It was so kind of Carol and Brian to put bags of dirt along the back wall, thinking maybe that would keep the flood out if it was a small flood, but they totally washed away in the front, and they didn't do any good in the back. It was just a flood of epic proportions. There's a whole lot of wet things in the shed, and there's a lot of dry stuff up above, but a lot of wet stuff needs to be gone through down here. And again, I would like family to come if anybody's available on short notice. This is the other shed, and things have toppled in the rain, and again, needs to be gone through. I think that might be a picture of grandparents. Again, there's just a lot of help needed. But the volunteers have been incredibly nice. It wouldn't hurt if somebody was able to get back here with a weed eater or lawnmower. There are still a lot of dry boxes that need to be gone through. Honey's china cabinet is pretty damaged, but I had him bring it back in thinking maybe someone would like to work on it. And the table, and the buffet, and just in case. There's an organ Tommy Todd paid $325 for. It worked at the time, a pump organ. And then there's another one, and the old white one is pretty failed now. The bottom fell off of it. Here's the bottom of the pantry, and The cupboards, they're drying, but I don't know if they're going to be able to shut again. And so anyway, a lot of work to be done here, and they're coming back at 9 o'clock in the morning. Praise God. Just incredibly nice people. This is stuff that was pulled out of the house. You can see it's just so wet. It's just heartbreaking to see all the devastation here. It's just sopping wet and moldy, and there's flooring and debris, and it's just awful. Just awful. All this stuff broken up. Even outside, there's just such an odor from all of this wet stuff. Just terrible. You can see the mold is just come through dreadfully. It's just such a blessing that these people got the house emptied out as much as they did. It's just terrible over here. People were so kind to Tommy, they kept talking to him. Yes, there's some stuff that, you know, maybe got thrown away accidentally. Hopefully people will come by tomorrow morning and sort through, make sure. But in general, not a lot of mistakes made that I could see. Honey's records. Todd's car is full of water. There's a trailer of stuff in the backyard that's never gotten emptied from the last time. Well,